Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to import events from Eventbrite, Google Calendar, iCalendar, um, and or do a manual event add. So let's get started. Go to the content page of your dashboard and click Add Content. Go to Events. As you can see, you could do manual, iCalendar, Eventbrite, or Songkick. Songkick's great for worship bands or other bands import their events in. For the sake of this video though, we're just going to go through these top three. Okay, let's start with Eventbrite. So pull it up and it's going to ask for the API user key. Where the heck do I get that? Alright, so go to Eventbrite. I'm not going to go through creating event, but important, if you're unfamiliar with it, Eventbrite's got some great tutorials out there. But once you've made your event live, some important fields that will come into the app are the title, the location, the start end time, the logo, some of the description, and then a link to your tickets or to pay. Make sure that you make the event public. That is key so that we can pull it into the app. And this information won't pull into the app, but good for your overall event. Alright, once that's done, you go up to the top once it's live and click on Account. Scroll down here to Developer and click on API User Key. Copy this, which says your API user key, and simply paste it into the Eventbrite API user key. Simple enough. Hit save, and now it'll pull in your Eventbrite events. Any events created from this point on will automatically feed into the app, including recurring events. Okay, so let's you can see it's added a collection there. Let's add a iCalendar. So go to Add Events. Instead of Eventbrite, we'll go to iCalendar. iCalendar is not just iCalendar, that's Google Calendar or any other public calendar. So I'm going to use Google Calendar and show you how to do that. The event has to be, or excuse me, the calendar has to be public. So we'll go over here to My Calendars, and I'll go to Share this calendar. Click Make this calendar public, and hit Save. Yes, I know. Once that's done, go back to it, and click to Calendar Settings. You're going to see here it says Calendar Address. And it said this address for your calendar, no one can use this link unless you've made the calendar public. So if you forget to do that, you can click there. Click on the iCalendar and copy and paste this link into the iCalendar URL. If you want to use iCal to do this, there's information under the support here. You can relabel it if you want to, or leave it whatever that calendar name was will pull in. Okay, so let's look at how to add a manual events. Go to same thing, events, click manual. It's going to add a new collection. You can create as many, if you're not getting the gist already, you can create as many event collections as you want, either from outside sources or from your own collections. So we'll label this kid events. Kids. If I can spell today. There we go. And then we'll click Add Item, and I'll show you how to add a manual one. Alright, start time. Something that's important if you're doing a manual one is to make sure you use your correct time zone. And that the end date is and time is actually later than the start time. You can include a sign-up link. We recommend using Wufoo, or if you want to accept paid forms other than Eventbrite, this is a great to put that RSVP link or to a sign-up form on your website. Click Browse, and we're going to add an event. And we're going to choose a location. Your church building. Hit Save. And there we go. Now we've added, if you wanted to create categories inside of events, say, 4 through 5th grade, or pre-K, you can do that as well, and I'll show you how they show up. If I click on all and I want to add it to a section, I'm going to add it to both here, and that's how you can add it to a section. It'll show up in that calendar. Okay, so now let's go to the style and add it to our app. Let's go to add content, and to do this I'm actually going to add a folder, an event folder that I can put all those events in. So we're going to put new folder there, and then underneath that folder, if I expand it here, I'm going to drag the calendars that we just created. So I'll bring in my Eventbrite calendar underneath the folder, bring in my youth calendar. If you remember correctly, that was the iCalendar, the Google Calendar, and then I'm going to bring in the manual kids events that I created, and one more that was created earlier before the video. We'll close that and we'll label this events. If I wanted to change the icon, just click there, and there we go. So now when I click on events here, what you're going to see is the different calendars listed here. So there's the fun time with kids at my church building. You can see how it pulled in header, description, and the location, and then I can comment on it. Let's go back and look at the Eventbrite event. There it is, the church event I created. It pulled in that information. Let's go to the youth calendar, and you can see the 2 events that were in my Google Calendar, and it pulled those in. Now let's say if I want to spruce up that event area here, I could add a header image. And you can do this with any folder. And there you go. And then you can also add a description saying make sure you click the check mark for it to show up. And then if I wanted to, I could add custom icons. Any square PNG will work and it'll show up there. You can either drag and drop or select and import from your computer. Okay, so that's how to add church events from iCal, Eventbrite, or to manually add your own.